Okay, cool. Hey everybody, let's get a bit of a video going. This is part two of the CDs I got in Lawrence.
Welcome to Tune Fever, baby.
Okay, terrific. Let's get started. First of all, is a CD that I did not get in Lawrence. This is one that I got off of the internet that came out recently. It's by this band, Seitas. It's called False Peace. And the name of the band is Latin. It means like it was not created by something or someone else. It's like caused by itself, and its reason for existing is contained within itself. Uh, yeah, so it's Latin is a dead language, um, and this band name is Latin, which is probably why the album sounds like some kind of death. And up next we have this Hatebreed album. This starts the Lawrence stuff. So this is actually part two, begins now and not here. Hatebreed, Perseverance. In a way, the lyrics of this album are really kind of corny. Oops. But I've liked it for a long time. But yeah, it's almost funny to listen to. I just can't really take it seriously, but it's good. Here's this album by Gutted, band from Hungary. This album's called "What Humans Deserve to." Human race deserves to die. And I guess there's like a movement, like the human extinction movement, that would probably agree very much. But yeah, they're okay. Gutted is like a brutal tech death band because they definitely get really technical with some of their stuff, but it never loses the brutality. So I would say that they would probably be a brutal death metal band. Uh, yeah, like brutal death. Uh, anyway, here's this album by Stamping Ground, and what's it called? Carved from Empty Words. It's got probably their biggest song on it called Officer Down, and some people actually know that song. It's a band from England. A lot of people call them a hardcore punk band, and I don't understand that. It's probably just because they're from England that they're not called metalcore. There's so many things about their music that are so completely metal, and plus I think it's from 2001. um I'm not sure when it's from, but I think 2001 is right. And so it's kind of right in the middle of all the metalcore stuff. And I don't know. I just kind of call it metalcore because it's hardcore and it's metal, but people in England call it hardcore punk, and that's just not what it sounds like. I wonder what they themselves call it. You know, maybe that's interesting. Maybe they call it hardcore punk. Anyway, here's this album that was really popular when I was in eighth grade, and it's good. It's by 3 Days Grace. It's called 1X. Yeah, eighth grade takes me back a little bit. Um, I remember there was like videos that we would do in yearbook class for like the whole school, or things for like the graduating class. And there's that song Pain on that album that was like the song in the background of every presentation we made. And then there's this band, The Who, with their album Who's Next. And you might be asking who, and I was like, I don't know, but it was only $1, so it doesn't really matter who it is. And then up next we have the All American Rejects album called Move Along, with some of the songs from She's the Man, which is a movie that my wife likes. And up next we have this AFI EP called All Hallows EP. All Hallows EP, yeah. And I always see this one for a bunch of money, but I got it for $2, which is cool. The case is broken, but the disc is good. But got quite a good deal on this. I think there's a song on this in a Tony Hawk game, the boy who destroyed the world. I think that's in Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I want to say 3. Um, yep. So it's just cool. I always think about buying that one, but I always see it for like $8 or something, and found it for 2. This is From Fiction with their album that is called Bloodwork. They put out a couple things in 2019. But this is the one that I like the best. Yeah, it's interesting. I would say it's probably metal, but it's pretty strange. It's very kind of artsy and in a kind of eccentric kind of metal music and kind of mathy a little bit. It's a fun album. And then this one that I talked about, I don't know how long ago, week and a half or 2 weeks or something ago. It was in that video that I did with the 2000s polished metalcore stuff. Yeah, All That Remains, and this album is called The Fall of Ideals. Yeah, and so if you want to hear me talk about this, you can go to that other video. One more for this week. The last one of part 2. It's this Beecher album called This Elegy. His Autopsy. That's what it's called. And I would just basically say this is kind of it's interesting. It's absolutely a metal band. Sometimes it's a little bit mathy. Sometimes it's kind of like, I don't know. Honestly, sometimes when I listen to this, I think of like Every Time I Die, kind of, but it's not really like that. I don't know. I don't really know if I want to make that comparison, but it kind of makes me think that when I listen to it, but it's different than that. It kind of incorporates some more math and some more like weirdness. I think I just accidentally blew a bubble. Anyway, I'll be back with part 3 of the Lawrence CD haul. Hoping to still make videos through the school year, but I'll probably be slowing down. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.